Let's be honest for a second. Efootball is supposed to look like football, but sometimes the way certain playstyles behave on the pitch just feels nasty. Not broken, not overpowered, just ugly. The kind that makes you think, yeah, this match is about to be annoying. Because these playstyles don't ruin games by being too good. They ruin games by being awkward, limiting, and sometimes straight up frustrating to play with and against. And no, this isn't about skill issues. This is about how these playstyles move, position themselves, and force you to play a certain way, whether you like it or not. Let's start with one that looks harmless on paper, but is secretly one of the most annoying things in the game. Cross specialist. On paper, it sounds useful. A wide winger who hugs the touchline and delivers crosses. Simple, right? In reality, it's a one-track mind. These players glue themselves to the wing like there's an invisible wall stopping them from coming inside. Build up through the middle? They're not involved. Quick triangles? Forget it. They're already sprinting wide, calling for a ball they're going to cross, no matter what's happening in the box. And the worst part is how predictable it becomes. You already know the move, down the line, stop, cross, over and over again. If you don't have aerial monsters up front, it's useless. If your striker gets marked out, it's useless. And if your opponent reads it once, that entire flank is dead. It's not creative football. It's spammy football, and that's why it feels ugly. Then there's dummy runner, and this one is ugly in a completely different way. Because dummy runners don't feel like footballers, they feel like decoys. They're constantly making these exaggerated runs, sprinting forward, dragging defenders, then disappearing from the play. And yes, tactically that can be useful. They open space, they pull markers, they create lanes. But playing with them feels weird. You pass the ball, expecting support, and they're already gone. You look for a 1-2, and they've sprinted past the play. You want control, but the card is literally designed to not be an option. It's football without interaction. They do their job off the ball, but on the ball, they feel pointless. And when things get tight, when you need composure and presence, dummy runners are nowhere to be found. They're busy doing cardio instead of helping you play football. Now, before we continue, can you all help me like the video and subscribe? Because it helps YouTube to push it out to more eFootball lovers out there. Alright, let's get back to the video. Now let's talk about a playstyle that divides the entire community, deep lying forward. This one sounds intelligent, sophisticated, tactical, a forward who drops deep, links play, and helps the midfield. Cool idea, horrible execution, depending on your system. Because here's the problem. When your striker drops deep, someone has to occupy the box. And a lot of times in eFootball, nobody does. You look up, ready to cross or cut back, and your striker is standing next to your CM like he's part of the double pivot. The box is empty. The run never comes. The timing feels off. Yes, in possession-heavy setups, it can work. But in fast, aggressive matches, it kills momentum. You lose vertical threat. You lose presence. You lose that fear factor. And when you actually need your striker to stay high and pin defenders, deep-lying forwards do the opposite. They invite pressure instead of relieving it. They turn attacks into recycling drills. It's not ugly because it's bad. It's ugly because it refuses to play the role you want it to play. Now let's get to the most controversial one of all. Fox in the box. This playstyle gets so much hate, and honestly, it's not entirely unfair. Fox in the box players do one thing, and one thing only. They stay in the penalty area and wait. They don't help in build-up. They don't drop deep. They don't stretch play. They just stand there, lurking. And when you're trying to control games, move defenders around, and play fluid football, that static presence feels awful. It's like playing with a mannequin that only comes alive when the ball is 2 yards from goal. But here's the dirty truth. As ugly as it looks, it works. Rebounds, loose balls, deflections, panic defending. Fox in the box players feast on chaos. They're ugly because they don't earn chances the way other playstyles do. They just appear, and that makes them infuriating to concede against and boring to build around. You either fully commit to them or you suffer.